And welcome once again, fellow gamers. This is Small Archangel here in Ostriv. Thank you for joining me for this video this week. And the first thing I'm going to do, because I notice I've got lots more families out of money, and we did tweak this last episode, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put wages up, and I'm going to put rent down again. Just to make sure that people don't end up leaving my village in droves, because I don't really want to end this series when all my people leave me in disgust because they have no money and no food. So that's not really my plan of a good way of ending the series. What I really want to do to end the series is do everything that we more or less can do to this point in the game. Now we're currently coming towards the end of summer, or we're halfway through the summer of the 5th year in the game. We have built more or less everything that we're able to build, I think. We've got ourselves a shoemaker's workshop. Where is that? We've got a weaver's workshop and a tailor's workshop there. And we've got our shoemaker's workshop is under construction over here. At least I think it is. There it is, yes. We've got a shoemaker's workshop. We've also got a bridge, which is paused at the moment, just because I would rather have... we're removing trees. Okay, so production. Yes, we've got some houses to build, but they are here. Now, let's see who's out of money this time. This one. Well, they're always out of money, but unfortunately I've got lots of other households who are now out of money as well. So I'm just going to hit full speed and we'll see if people's wealth improves, because this family here were out of money last time I looked. There we go. And I think their wealth is going up now. It's a tricky one to balance. I find it's a little bit like trying to steer a boat from the rear, where you make adjustments and the tiny adjustments don't seem to make any difference, so you make a bigger adjustment and the next thing you know you're hitting the bank. So their wealth is going up, but it's still quite far into the minus. Theirs is, you see, some families seem to be really wealthy and they seem to have lots of wealth, and then others just don't seem to have any at all, and I don't really know what that's all about. So yes, there we go, another family out of money, this one here, but it is going back up again. So I don't know really. I mean, we even took down the prices of the property. We took down the prices of goods as well. So there we go. So we've got shoes on sale here. Now we don't actually have any shoes in there yet. Family is out of money. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I don't know. Anyway, so we've got plenty of crops growing. I want to make goods that we can sell as well as goods that we can get. There we go. Our shoemaker's workshop is finished, so I'll just lower the speed on this again and we'll see if we can hire someone. There we go. Hiring, and they're taking rest immediately. Now I don't like that. They've only just taken up the job and they are resting. Now one thing that was suggested to me, and I have noticed that the benches that we set up here are used by villagers, and they're not just used, I don't think, they're not just used, no, we don't want to demolish that. They're not just used for sort of decoration or recreation. They're used by people who are taking a rest from their jobs and who want to, you know, rather than going all the way home. Some of them have quite a long commute, and so if we can, I mean, I don't know if that means that they will never ever go home. That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? But we are going to put some benches around the job, a place to take rest. So it's quite literally a place to take rest, because if we put these around, then our villagers are able to take their rest periods from work nearer to their places of employment. So we'll put a couple of those there. We'll perhaps put a tree in there as well. Let's just put a tree in there, so something pleasant to look at as well. And we'll put benches wherever sort of close to houses. These ones are already close to most people's houses, but nonetheless, you see there's somebody going to take a rest on that bench there. So I'm going to put some more around the place. We'll put, I don't know, we'll put another one there maybe, but we'll put some somewhere over here as well, so that we've got places for people to sit down, even if they don't actually work if they don't work that close by, really. So let's put this. I just want to turn that round. It doesn't look quite right to me somehow. We'll put it there. There we go. And we'll have another tree there as well. Why not? Pine tree? Probably not a pine tree. They're a little bit on the big side. There we go. Okay, there we go. So we've peppered the place with benches. There's benches all over the place now so that workers don't have so far to go in order to take a bit of a break from their jobs. And I might just place a couple here as well because that will mean that, yeah, we've got them more or less all over the map. So we've got little bits of parkland here and there. And as I say, they don't cost ever so much to make. So we may as well go crazy with them. And let's have a cottonwood tree here. Why the heck not? And perhaps a birch as well. There we go. Very nice. All right. May as well have some trees around our town centre, such as it is. And just, yeah, I'm just avoiding the paths because we can see where people are carrying goods to and fro. Our hay racks are filling up again. I'm not sure this one here seems to be constantly empty, but I think it's nonetheless in a good place just to make sure that it fills up in order to make it easier to take goods to our cattle shed here. We have 12 livestock in there at the moment. We have a bull of 3 years old, 10 months and a 4 months. Once one of those two is old enough, I will probably slaughter this one because we don't need more than one plough at the moment, although we could keep it because we could use the older oxen and turn them into ploughs. I don't know if the oxen from this plough are likely to die at some point. I don't think it's quite that realistic, but we could turn the older oxen into another plough in case we make another farm. So we've got our bridge here, which is going across. Well, it will go across. We've just got the pilings at the moment. And that is where we're planning on sort of perhaps making another little conurbation. Well, some more houses there. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced it's going to be particularly efficient. Obviously, we've got a ton of trees to clear, so it's obviously not going to be very efficient there at all. And this is still stalled because there are no... Yeah. Okay, so basically that house is stalled because there are not enough people in forestry. I don't know. We've got 2 guys working in forestry, but I'm just keeping an eye on our people here. We've got open vacancies, only 2, but nobody looking for a job. That doesn't mean that nobody needs a job. It just means that nobody is looking for one at the moment. So let's see if we can fit another house in somewhere that doesn't require any trees to be removed. That one will probably require some trees to be removed, won't it? Need to remove 4 trees. See? So that is the problem there, is that they will need trees to be removed also. Let's try putting another one here then. I don't want it in the way there. I want to make sure we avoid that bit of road there. But I might even turn that around to face in the opposite direction. It's difficult because they could almost do with a back gate, these people, because if they don't have a back gate, they have to go all the way around their fences, which is awkward. Okay, I'm going to have to put it there, aren't I? There we are. Okay, and that's not paused, so maybe labourers will be able to get there and create that. I'm not entirely sure because, yeah, they're not able to work on the houses here because they're still removing trees. That one's got 7 to remove. That one's got 12 to remove. So what we probably want to do is we'll open up another... There you go. You see, we've got... And that's taking rest. Okay, so why do they take rest as soon as you take them on? They take rest, which seems a bit strange, really. But there we go. Okay, so we'll see if that one... We've got labourers getting resources to the site there. Family is out of money. That one now. Labourer and farm. Well, they do work. They do work. So it's not that they haven't got any jobs. And I've put wages up and everything. So I'm just hoping that people's wealth generally will start improving. Family is out of money. Yes, it's the same one, isn't it? It's the same one. It's the same one. And it is going up. So I'm not going to worry about that too much, she says. I do worry about it because obviously it's pretty important. But it looks to me like everybody's wealth at this point is going up. Family is out of food. Yeah, well, they should go shopping then. They do actually have a little bit of money. And they're out of money as well, but again, it's going up. Okay, but she's unemployed. Family's out of money, family's out of money, family's out of money. Oh my word, what on earth are they doing? There are jobs and they're not taking them on. Look at that, open vacancies, 33, 32 and 24. That has suddenly gone up hugely, massively. And I don't know why. All I've done is place one house down to build. That is all. Is everybody suddenly decided to become unemployed? Yes, they have. We've got a load of people unemployed all of a sudden. Why? I don't understand. I do not understand how this works, this part of the game. The vagaries of employment are just so crazy. You can, oh, look at this. We're hiring, but there's nobody to go and work in the fisheries. Because, for some reason, when there's labouring jobs to be done, yeah, people always prioritise the building of another house over and above everything else. So this is quite strange. I do actually need a couple of people to work in the fisheries, but no one is taking up those jobs. In spite of the fact there's probably, yeah, mother can't do it, a woman can't do it. Let's see, there's probably, is there any guys who are unemployed? I don't think there is at the moment, actually, to be fair. Yeah, this guy here is unemployed. There's a building site on his doorstep. There's a boathouse not that far away. And he is not working. He is unemployed. I don't know why, but he is unemployed. And he is staying unemployed in spite of the fact that there are there are loads of jobs to do. So I don't understand. They're being a little bit picky. Resource supply. We'll check all of those boxes as usual. There we go. We've got just one person making shoes there. Now what we want to do is ignore the spam of all these blooming people who have no money, because I've done everything I can here apart from axe rent to the point where nobody's paying any. I'm going to have a look at our resource supply. That's all right. We've got that sorted out. Trading post here. We've got wood in there, and I don't know that that's a particularly helpful resource to actually put in there, so I'm going to take it out. Family's out of money. Family's out of money. Whatever. I don't care. Right, we're going to put sunflower oil in there, and we'll put that up to a default value of 10. We're going to put in milk, beef, hay, fish, chicken, egg, iron, nail, firewood, shoes. We're going to put in shoes to 5 for the moment, and I'm going to put in clothes as well, and once we've actually got any that we can put in there. Leather, possibly, but our priority at the moment is going to be making sure that we have shoes and things to sell to our own people, although goodness knows they have no flipping money for food, never mind clothes and shoes. Family's out of money, family's out of food. I think they're all going to just leave, and there is literally zero I can do about this. I mean, really, if I lower the rent to like 60, will they still have no money? I don't really understand what's going on here, because it's been months since I lowered the rent and they're still all sitting there with no money. And I don't know. Do I need to lower market prices again as well, just to make sure that they're spending less on food too? So we'll do that. But as I say, it just feels like I'm going to end up at the opposite side of the scale, where they're getting wealthier, but the overall wealth of the town is going down the pan. Which would not be good either. That would not be in anybody's interests either. But I'm sick to death of seeing families out of money. And I just wish they'd book their ideas up and get it sorted out, because I don't really see what else I can do about it. Wow, we're all right for eggs. We've got 366 of them. Do we have our stalls here? Yeah, this one's got chicken eggs in it. It's got 1 in it, though. It's a bit crazy. For some reason, we find these stalls never seem to have much in the way of food in them. It's got visitor from Marefa is visiting now. Yes, but there's probably nothing that they actually want in our storehouse, because there isn't really anything in our storehouse at the moment. So we've got shoes, 2.25. Okay, well, let's just put this on slower. Family's out of money, yes, constantly. That is not what I meant. I want to click on the world map to see about this visitor. This one here. They want sunflower oil and sunflower. Now, do we have any sunflower oil? We have 3 out of 10, which is a bit pants. So we can only sell them what we actually have in stock at the moment. And we only have 3 at the moment. Oh, look. Looks like our... Wow, look at this. So this is hemp. This is rolls of hemp. That looks pretty cool, actually. So we've got rolls of hemp. And that can all go into our... into production for our clothing workshop. And we've got our wheat coming in here as well. This is September now. And are these, what is this? That's more hemp and more. Oh my gosh, I've got so much hemp. So have we taken in what this used to be? This was potatoes. Okay, that was potatoes. And then we've got it for hemp next year. And we're hoping the couple of fields that I've actually got a rotation on, we're hoping that we actually follow that rotation rather than it just planting them out with the same thing every year, which is what happened last time I tried crop rotating. And then we've got sunflowers there to make more sunflower oil. And I hope, I've got wheat there for flour, so that's good. And we do have somebody in the windmill as well, so that's good. But then this one, I think it had potatoes in it, didn't it? There we go, because this one's got hemp in it. So, okay, so we've had a crop of potatoes come in, but I don't know quite how many of them. All right, let's see. Have we got anybody else complaining that we haven't got, they haven't got any food or money, possibly stored, shoes? Yes. Family out of money, family out of money. Yes, that's right. Well, mother's out unemployed, father's unemployed. Unemployment will lead to not having any money. Yes, however, there are currently roughly 30 vacancies. 25 for men and 18 for women, and it varies a little. So why the heck? Maybe I should just let the families that are out of money, in spite of there being jobs available, maybe I should just let them leave and not worry about it, because quite honestly, what else can I do? Apart from abolishing rent altogether, what can I do? Okay, so looks like we've got some houses here, which that one's got 9 trees left removed. This is a village house which is being constructed, so that's great. The forestry there we've actually paused construction of, and maybe we will hit continue on that. And this house here should be finished before too long, and then we'll be able to get ourselves some more people to come and do all these jobs that aren't getting done at the moment. Now, let's have a look and see if there's any places that we haven't got, anything we haven't got. Let's see, currently there's a long old way for people to go to market. So I'm thinking that perhaps having a market stall here is not too bad an idea. So I'm going to put a market stall there, and I'm going to do the usual thing. And there we go. And I might place another one as well, just because we're not doing any harm by maximizing the jobs that are available. Families out of food, families out of money. Yes, why don't you just leave then? I've had enough of you. There are so many jobs that absolutely zero people. You look at that. No one should be out of work with that going on. Okay, it's the same old families. No, that's not the same old family, but okay. I don't know. I should just stop worrying about it. I know I keep saying that. All right, so we need... now we need to specify what we're going to be selling here. Let's sell clothes in that one and shoes. And let's sell chicken eggs because there are millions of them and they're close by. And let's sell beef because the slaughterhouse is nearby. Here we go. And then here, what have we got in our warehouse? That's the tannery. The warehouse is here. We've got not that much, I suppose. Sunflower oil. Do we have any sunflower oil in there? Flour, fish. Okay, there we go. So we're still being spammed by families being out of money. But the wealth of those who have wealth is skyrocketing. Because I have basically given them higher wages, lower prices for good market goods. And yeah, I don't understand it. Farm and labourer. So they're bringing in money, but they seem to be spending more than they're earning, which, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how this is happening. I'm really not sure how this is happening. I'm doing the best I can here, folks. I'm doing the best I can. We've got nobody doing anything there. Will you finish this house? Yes, there we go. More people. So we're going to have 79 people now. So this is good. So then we should have more people to do whatever jobs are available. We've got someone working in there, someone working in that one. We just want to keep employment to a maximum and unemployment to a minimum. This one needs 3 trees removing. We've got 3 guys working the forestry there, and they are, in the meantime, constructing the new forestry here. So our cup runneth over with jobs. It really, really does. In the meantime, we've got people coming and going in the farm, but all of the ploughing and everything is done. So I'm going to be watching carefully these fields to make sure that actually they don't do the same thing as they did last year. I've just got those 2 on an experimental rotation. And then these ones, let's see, I'm going to have to redo those. So I'm going to, well, first of all, we've got too many people working at the farm, so we'll get rid of a couple of them because we need a couple that will come and go and move things around. But then we've got fallow fields. This field here, let's do this via the farm, shall we? Family's out of food. Of course they are. Well, I'm going to go down to slow speed again. So these are the 2 that I've got crop rotation set up for, and hopefully it will actually work. This one is set to fallow. So we actually want to get a crop rotation sorted out for this one as well. We don't want that to be fallow. It's got full nutrients. So wheat uses a lot. Uses those 2. Let's see. We do wheat, and then we can do hemp, because that uses water instead, and very little of, I think that's water, very little of the orange one. I have no idea what that is. Hemp, and then potato. No, potato. And then what would we do after that? Sunflower. I don't know. Fallow, perhaps. And then this one, in that one, we'll have sunflowers, I think. And then hemp. And then we know we've got 2. Oh, we've already got 2 fields with hemp, so we don't want that, do we? Oh my goodness, this is more complicated than I thought. Okay, so we've got hemp there, so we don't want hemp here. So we'll make sure we have potato in there. And then here we'll make sure that we've got sunflowers there. Let's just scroll that down. It's actually got really good nutrients in that field. So we'll do wheat for that one, perhaps. What have we had in there? We've had sunflower in there. So we'll put wheat in that one for the next crop season, hoping that it will actually work. Perhaps, just in case, I should just change what we have in here, just to make sure. And that's hemp, which we don't want. Let's put wheat in that one as well. So then we've got wheat, potato. We need sunflowers somewhere, and we'll put sunflowers in this one. And then we'll need a couple of fields fallow, and it looks like this one's going to be a good one to put fallow, and that one as well. So we're going to have a couple of fields of hemp, 1 of potato, 2 of wheat, 1 of sunflower, and another one of hemp. Okay, let's have that field fallow as well. Okay, that should sort that out. And then we probably, I don't know if we probably need people in the farm to continue shipping goods around the place. And then I don't suppose we have a messenger from, no, we don't. We're going to stick to doing deals with neighbours who come to visit us, because it's cheaper that way. So thank you, Cathom, for that invaluable advice. We've got some shoes and some sunflower oil in here, but not that many. Let's see if we can put clothes in there now. Okay, so we'll put that up to 5 as well. And we'll keep those numbers modest for the time being, just to make sure that we don't do our own people out of those items. So this has still got 1.64 iron in it, stored in it. And I have been trying to shift it out into storehouses and what have you, but that doesn't seem to have worked. Resource supply. No, I haven't checked those. Iron. Yes, thank you. Warehouse. I've got nothing actually resource supplied in there. Okay, so let's just see if we can put that up to 10. And we may as well put that up to 10 as well. I don't quite know why that hasn't been done before, but yes, there we go. So there's only 1.14 iron in there. And yeah, we're just going to see if that finally removes this tent, because if it does, yeah, that's going to do the job. I didn't realise you had to actually specify them to take the iron away from there and put it into the storehouse, but you do. So there we go. So once that tent has gone, then I can put something rather more pretty there. We can put a nice big tree. We can have some more market stalls if necessary. And I am not currently being spammed by messages telling me that my people are poor and starving, which is good. So if I click on, oh no, I am. I spoke too soon. They are still poor and starving, but they do have some unemployment in the family, so that might do it. But yeah, we have open vacancies only 12 at the moment, so perhaps employment is higher. From my point of view, my responsibility, I suppose, as governor of this town is to try and ensure that there are jobs all over the place, and it's better to have more jobs than there are people, so that they can pick and choose, and so that now we can sack these guys off, can't we? Because there's absolutely no point in them being paid for doing zero during the winter months. So there we go, folks. December of 1725. We're approaching the 6th year of our town. And hopefully, I'm hoping that the starvation and poverty is coming to an end, because the town kitty is on its way down again. Just when I thought I'd got things sort of in balance, no, clearly not. And we have a new forestry place in progress, but also we're going to continue that village house there as well, and we're going to make some more houses, and hopefully we're soon going to be able to start making a little bit of a community over on the other side of the river there. But yeah, I think we're kind of, at the moment, nearing the limits of what we can actually do, because we have no religion, health or education infrastructure that we can put in place so far. And we have more or less placed all of the buildings that we're able to place as well. In fact, we have got all of these, haven't we? We have all of these now. We just need to get into wider production so that we can start selling to our neighbours, and then do a little bit more expansion, and then yeah, we're probably pretty much done here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, do let me know by hitting that like button. Also keep your comments coming, because they really are very helpful to me. I'm still kind of feeling my way with this game. So I hope that you'll join me for the next episode, or whatever else takes your fancy on the channel. So until then, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye bye for now.